Book of Jubilees. Chapter 34. The War of the Amorite Kings against Jacob and his sons. Joseph sold into Egypt. The death of Bilhah and Dinah. In that year Jacob sent his sons and his servants to pasture their sheep in the fields near Shechem. 7 kings of the Amorites gathered together against them. They hid under trees, planning to attack and kill the sons of Jacob and steal their cattle. Jacob, Levi, Judah and Joseph were in the house with Isaac, because Isaac's spirit was sorrowful, and they could not leave him. Benjamin, being the youngest, stayed with their father. Word came to Jacob that the kings of Taphu, Arisa, Seragan, Selo, Gas, Betharon and Marnisakir, along with all who dwelled in the mountains and forests of the land of Canaan, had surrounded his sons and taken their herds. Jacob rose from his house with his 3 sons, the servants of his father, and his own servants. Together they went out with 6,000 men who carried swords. They struck down the kings in the fields of Shechem. Those who tried to flee were pursued and killed by the sword. Jacob and his men defeated Arisa, Taphu, Seragan, Selo, Marnisakir, and Gas. They reclaimed all their herds. Jacob triumphed and forced the conquered kings to pay tribute. He required 5 kinds of fruit from their land. He built 2 cities, Robel and Tamnatares. Then he returned home in peace. The kings became his servants and remained so until the day Jacob and his sons went down into Egypt. Later Jacob sent Joseph from their house to check on the well-being of his brothers. Joseph found them in the land of Dothan. But they betrayed him. They plotted to kill him but changed their minds, and instead sold him to merchants from the line of Ishmael. The merchants took him into Egypt and sold him to Potiphar, a eunuch of Pharaoh and chief of the cooks, also a priest of the city of Elu. The sons of Jacob slaughtered a goat and dipped Joseph's coat in its blood. They sent the bloodied coat to Jacob on the 10th day of the 7th month. That evening, when it reached him, Jacob mourned deeply. He burned with fever from grief, believing Joseph had been torn apart by wild beasts. Everyone in his household mourned with him. His sons and daughter tried to comfort him, but he refused to be consoled for Joseph. On that same day Bilhah heard that Joseph had died. She was living in the city of Kaphrateph. Her heart broke from the news, and she died in mourning. Dinah, Jacob's daughter, also died not long after. These 3 losses struck Israel in a single month. They buried Bilhah beside the tomb of Rachel. Dinah was also laid to rest there. Jacob mourned Joseph for a full year and did not stop. He said, "Let me go down to the grave mourning for my son." Because of this, it was decreed for the children of Israel to humble themselves on the 10th day of the 7th month. That was the day the terrible news reached Jacob. Every year on that same day they were to make atonement for their sins with a young goat, for they had deeply wounded the love of their father over Joseph. This day became a time of sorrow, repentance and cleansing. It was set apart for the people to grieve over their sins, their failings and their misdeeds, so they could be purified once a year. After Joseph disappeared, Jacob's sons each took a wife. Reuben married Adah, Simeon married Adibah, a Canaanite, Levi married Melchah, a descendant of Aram from the line of Terah, Judah married Betasuel, a Canaanite, Issachar married Hezekiah. Zebulun married Neman, Dan married Eglah, Naphtali married Rasu from Mesopotamia, Gad married Makkah, Asher married Jonah, Joseph married Asenath, an Egyptian, Benjamin married Issachar. Later, Simeon repented from marrying a Canaanite and took a second wife from Mesopotamia like his brothers had done. Chapter 35. Rebekah's last admonitions and death. In the first year of the next cycle, Rebekah called for Jacob. She gave him instructions about his father Isaac and his brother Esau. She told him to honor them both all the days of his life. Jacob answered her, "I will do everything you've told me. This will bring me honor, greatness, and righteousness in the eyes of the Lord. I will honor them." He added, "You know, Mother, from the day I was born until now, all my thoughts and actions have been aimed at doing good. How could I not do what you ask and honor my father and my brother?" He paused and said, "If you have seen anything crooked in me, tell me, and I will turn from it. Then mercy will follow me." Rebekah answered him, "My son, I have never seen anything corrupt in you. You have always done what is right. But I must tell you the truth. I will die this year. I saw the day of my death in a dream, and I will not live beyond the age of 155. My time has come." Jacob laughed. He didn't believe her because she was still strong. She could still walk around, see clearly, and had all her strength. Her teeth were firm, and she hadn't been sick a single day in her life. Jacob said, "Mother, if my life ends up as long and strong as yours, I will be blessed. But you won't die now. You're joking about this." Then Rebekah went to Isaac. She said, "I have one request. Make Esau swear that he won't harm Jacob or chase him down with hatred. You know Esau. His thoughts have been twisted since he was young. He plans to kill Jacob after your death. You also know how he's treated us since Jacob went to Haran. He's taken your flocks and all your possessions. When we begged for what was ours, he acted like he was doing us a favor. He's angry with you for blessing Jacob, your righteous son. But Jacob has only done good. Since his return from Haran, he has never stolen from us. He brings us what we need, blesses us, and stays home honoring us." Isaac replied, "I see it too. Jacob honors us with all his heart. I used to love Esau more because he was the firstborn, but now I love Jacob more. Esau has done many evil things. His ways are full of violence and wickedness. There is no righteousness in him. My heart is troubled. Esau and his children will not be saved. They will be cut off from the earth. He has turned away from the God of Abraham and followed his wives into uncleanness and error." Rebekah said, "Please make him swear not to harm Jacob." Isaac answered, "Even if he swears, he won't keep his word. He will do evil, not good. But if he tries to harm Jacob, Jacob will overcome him. He will not escape Jacob's hand." Isaac added, "Don't be afraid for Jacob. The one who watches over him is great, powerful, honored, and praised far more than the one who guards Esau." Rebekah then called Esau to her. When he arrived, she said, "My son, I have a request. Please promise you'll do it." Esau said, "I'll do everything you ask." She said, "When I die, bury me near Sarah, your father's mother, and promise that you and Jacob will love each other. Don't desire evil toward one another. If you walk in love, you will prosper. No enemy will laugh at you. You will be a blessing to all who know you." Esau replied, "I will do everything you said. I will bury you near Sarah, so your bones will lie near hers. As for Jacob, I will love him more than anyone. He's my only brother in the whole world. That's no great virtue in me, because if I don't love my brother, who would I love? I even ask you to speak to Jacob for me and my sons. I know he will become king over me and my children. My father's blessing made him higher and me lower. But I swear to you, I will love him and never do him harm, only good all my life." Then Rebekah brought Jacob before Esau. She gave him the same instructions she had given Esau. Jacob said, "I will do as you wish. You can trust me. Neither I nor my sons will do any harm to Esau. I will only try to be the first in love." That night they all ate and drank together. Rebekah died that very night. She was 3 Jubilees, 1 week and 1 year old when she passed. Esau and Jacob buried her in the double cave near Sarah, their grandmother. This concludes chapter 34 and 35 of the Book of Jubilees. Remember to subscribe and join me tomorrow for the next chapters as we keep walking through all 50 chapters of the Book of Jubilees.